Here we go. Am I recording here? That's my little child. Okay. Ciao, ciao. Hi, this is Sheila Jones with the Flambe, and I'm here at... No, now we're not going to do this again. We're at Glen Cairn.
Glen Cairn.
Glen Cairn.
That's it. Perfect.
I didn't say it, no.
You did. Yes, that's it. Glen Cairn.
I'm going to practice that when I go home, because I'm not...
Cairn.
Aaron.
Cairn.
Glen Cairn. Okay.
That's it.
I feel like it's because I don't have an accent. It just doesn't sound.
Yeah, but you do have an accent.
Okay. No, I don't have that accent.
I don't have my
I don't
accent.
have no Scottish accent.
I don't have your accent either.
I do have an accent, don't I?
Yeah, of course you do.
So can you tell I'm from New York?
Yours isn't a strong New York accent.
No, I don't have a Brooklyn. That's a Brooklyn accent. That's like an
New
outer
York.
borough. New York.
Aye. Let's not go there again because that went on far too long the last time.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Okay, so oh yes, so we're here with Paul. No, I'm gonna let you introduce you. So we're here with
Paul Davidson,
okay,
Managing Director
okay,
of Glen Cairn Crystal.
okay, okay, fair enough. And see, you definitely did not do that the last time.
No, the facts are still the same.
But I like that. I like
Right,
the facts are still the same. So yeah, so we're basically here in the, I guess, the trophy room.
This is the showroom, 10 miles from Glasgow.
Yeah, it's really amazing. So there's other stuff in here besides the whiskey glass.
Correct.
There's
trophies, awards, jugs, tumblers, drinking containers.
So you make other stuff besides whiskey glasses, but this is what we're actually being known for.
Yeah, globally, most people, consumers, would know us for the Glen Cairn glass.
Okay.
Within the industry, it'll be the Glen Cairn glass and premium decanters for their posh liquid.
Okay,
so that would be 35, 40, 50-year-old whiskey.
Okay.
And we put it into decanters for them.
It's not just whiskey though, right? You
no.
Some stuff here. This is...
Got rums, cognacs, vodkas.
Vodkas as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone is doing a super premium product.
Okay.
So there aren't many people who can do what we do, so they come to us.
Okay, and your glasses are actually really, they're notable in the sense that I've heard that you can't break them. They drop on the floor and it's just total...
That's 2 times.
That's great. That's great. It is. Yeah, that's great.
Do you want to
go? No, because I'd be the one to figure out how to.
Yes.
No, but
that's $8, please.
Yeah, so that makes me feel comfortable being in here because it just seems like I wouldn't want to, touch anything and anything breaks because it's just it's amazing in here.
Thank you very much.
It really is. So speaking of the whiskey glass, so before that, what I read, what I understood was that your dad started the business
30 years ago.
Okay. But the whiskey thing is something that's fairly new. Prior to that, he'd been
12,
making...
15 years.
Okay. Okay.
With the Glen Cairn glass, prior to that, it was just trophies and decanters, and this was something new, and it turned out to be quite revolutionary.
Yeah, so the story behind this is your dad actually came up with this glass, the concept of the glass, a long time before it actually came onto the market. So how did that kind of...
He just wanted to have a whiskey in a pub, in a glass, that enhanced the drink.
Okay.
Whiskey. And he couldn't get one. So he thought, what am I doing? I'll get one myself. I'll design it myself. And he did it. And he got a prototype made. And then, at that time, the business was just starting to go a bit. Scott and I were of an age where we were needing to be kept under control, me specifically.
Okay.
And the glass was shelved, and then I found it in here about 12 years ago, so it lain dormant for that same amount of time, 12 years or something like that, lay dormant, and then
Someone special came
and
along.
then it was just, then that was it. It was, I went and took it to Master Blend. I was going in to see Richard Patterson that afternoon, the Master Blender for White Mackay.
Okay.
And then from that meeting, it just snowballed, and within a year, I had a production made.
Wow.
Within a week of the production being made, the whole lot was sold, and then that was it. It was off and running.
That's really intense.
Yeah. So it was great.
So basically, everybody in the whiskey and the prominent